Raw was kind of like the movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the General Jerry channel, and as promised, I will be doing a Raw review. I'll also be uploading a video on Brock Lesnar's Stone Cold podcast, and I will also be doing a reaction to the new Star Wars trailer that was just released yesterday. They managed just to release it at 4 in the morning, so unfortunately I couldn't react to it as soon as possible. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. The opening segment, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin was used very to a minimum. And it was ridiculous because you have Stone Cold Steve Austin, a guy that is definitely someone that you should be invested in. He's definitely someone who you should be watching. And for them to use him in a small capacity is just completely ridiculous. All Steve really did was promote Hell in the Cell and his podcast. That's really all he did. And that was just fucking stupid. That was completely diabolical. It was completely dumbass. But anyway, we will continue. Stone Cold talked up about his time in Dallas. He plugged the podcast, introducing The Undertaker. He slipped out as Undertaker approached as well. Honestly, I wanted Stone Cold to stay in the ring with The Undertaker. But again, Stone Cold literally only turned up for 5 minutes, walked off, and got ready for the podcast, even though it was 3 hours away. Anyway, the dead man spent time on the mic saying that he's going to hurt Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar came down. They did a promo. It was good. It was definitely, let me tell you something. It was a better opening than the last few weeks. Definitely, it's really good to see that at least they're trying to at least come up with some storyline between Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker. Brock Lesnar goes to confront The Undertaker, and Brock Lesnar takes a step back and walks away. Yeah, that's it. So, like I said, this is really the good, bad, and the ugly. But anyway, John Cena and the Dudley Boys versus the New Day. Apparently, John Cena's been stuck in a rut with all this lot right now. All in all, didn't like the match. Good to see the Dudley Boys put Elijah Wood through a table, and it was really good to see that. But all in all, New Day wins via pinfall, but Woods then gets put through Wood. The Dudley Boys responded to a loss by beating up the heels and sending Woods through a table. Fucking sucked. I didn't really care that much about it. Raw was kind of mixed a little bit. Nikki, I hope you die in the womb. Versus Alicia Fox, Naomi. Nikki Bella, Alicia Fox versus Naomi and Sasha Banks. Match fucking sucked. Not really much to add here. Despite his attitude, Team Bad played up the traditional babyface role, etc., etc., etc. Team Bella wins via pinfall. Fucking suck. Let's move on. Seth Rollins interrupts Shawn Michaels. Now, everyone was just like, oh my god, Shawn Michaels is here. Okay, first of all, what did Shawn Michaels actually do? He ran down the ring, ate pizza, literally talked and made no sense whatsoever. For anyone who doesn't know, right? And I've said this on multiple occasions. Shawn Michaels, I never liked. I'm going to get shit for that, but I never liked Shawn Michaels. I don't see what the big thing is about him. Yeah, he was a great wrestler back in the day, but I never liked Shawn Michaels. It's just my personal opinion. We all know he was a scumbag back in the day. We all know he probably is, hiding behind his agenda. I never liked HBK. It's just my honest opinion. I never liked him. I never liked his theme song. I never liked the way he was getting on, like doing this and shit. I never liked Shawn Michaels. That's just my honest opinion. I never liked him. He came walking down the ring. Fans were cheering. What does he do? He steals a pizza from a kid, walks into the ring, is literally choking halfway. Most of the pay-per-view is choking, okay? And it does nothing. It does fuck all. And then he does a promo with Seth Rollins, and completely ridiculous. It was Shawn Michaels goofball. I don't know who's more of a bigger goofball, John Cena or HBK. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to have fun in Dallas, Texas. It's fucking ridiculous. Shit segment. I'm gonna get shit for that. I don't give a damn what anyone says. Shawn Michaels chokes on a pizza. That's all you need to know about this segment. Completely shit, okay? Completely ridiculous. Ryback versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins had a busy night tonight. He was doing a promo with HBK choking on a pizza. Then he had a match with Ryback. And then he also had a match, which we'll be getting into with the reuniting of the Shield temporarily. Anyway, Rollins is facing Ryback. So Seth Rollins wins via pinfall. Rollins dive sends Ryback crashing into the announcer's table. I actually thought very good, solid match. Ryback is definitely improving. I really do like Ryback. And, Ryback is going to be doing a feud with Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship. Honestly, they are trying to make Seth Rollins look maybe a little bit strong by him beating Ryback. But, Ryback has beaten Seth Rollins in the past. And they obviously wanted to repay those dues there, Michael. All in all, Seth Rollins versus Ryback, it was a pretty decent match, to be honest with you. Definitely one of the most decent matches I've seen. In the next one, again, it was kind of littered with, tag matches, which I wasn't invested in. Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro, Neville versus Rusev, Sheamus, and King Barrett. Never really got into this match. There was way too many tag matches in this Raw. Not enough one-on-one matches, which I wanted to see on this Raw. It's, obviously the reason why they're doing these tag matches is to have some of the stars have at least some TV time, because they were giving HBK too much time choking on a pizza. Completely ridiculous. I still can't get over that. I never liked HBK, honestly. But anyway, the result, Barrett and Rusev and Sheamus win via pinfall. All in all, it was an alright tag match, but nothing too special. Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt have a sit-down chat and have a counselor. This was diabolical. Completely shit. Didn't like it. All in all, it's completely atrocious. Roman looked very weak in the mic, and I like Roman Reigns, the Roman Empire. I like Roman Reigns. Definitely, I want to see have the championship, but not with promos like this. It literally looked like, going to a counselor. Didn't acknowledge Roman returning. Eric Rowan was right there. It wasn't until Michael Cole says, I think that's Eric Rowan. I think that's Eric Rowan. They didn't really address it that much. Also, where the hell's Luke Harper? It would have been better if they had... it makes perfect sense. If they were going to do this segment, and if they were going to have the Shield win, have basically Eric Rowan in the back, have Luke Harper and, all the other Wyatt family, then have Eric Rowan run in. He looks like he's going to hit him, and then Eric Rowan joins the Wyatt family. By him just being there, it's just a throwaway shit, so. But yeah, completely ridiculous. Also Ric Flair as well was on that segment. Ric Flair, I think, forgot his line. He was just like, woo! And I love Ric Flair. Definitely better than Hogan. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Ric Flair is better than Hulk Hogan. He's definitely more charismatic, but the Nature Boy didn't look too good. He didn't put him over. He said, this is the Nature Boy just saying Reigns' name followed by a woo. WWE isn't really creative enough to use Flair here. Honestly, I think they should just let Flair. Flair is not good with scripted material. He's better when it's just improvisation, where he's where it's so damn good. I think that if they are gonna put Ric Flair in there, give him more leeway. And he'll do very well. And Ric Flair is definitely awesome. It's just he just came off weak. He's not used to the scripted shit. that what WWE's doing. Charlotte versus Brie Bella. Completely diarrhea. Charlotte versus Brie Bella. Charlotte wins via submission. Didn't really give a shit. I'm just being honest with you. On the safe side, at least it wasn't a Divas tag match. I will say that on the good side. Kevin Owens versus Mark Henry. Pretty good, solid by Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens wins via pinfall. After the bell, Ryback charged out. Owens retreated field thanks to Henry tossing him into the ring. The big guy delivered a thunderous powerbomb to leave the champ lying. That's why I'm the champ, says Owens. I've been a bully for 19 years. That's Henry. And Owens hit a powerbomb to Henry. Actually pretty good. I actually did. Miles better than any other matches I've seen on this fucking Raw. And I knew this was going to happen. I knew when they were going to put all these legends out, they weren't going to utilize them right. And I will get that in the end of the video. Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. Shield reunite temporarily. This was a complete waste of fucking time. Seth Rollins gonna come down. Was hoping something might happen. Nothing happened. This match was literally all for nothing. It was cool to see Roman. It was cool to see Roman Reigns there and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, but it really added to nothing, to be honest with you. Very good match, though, I will say this. Very, very good match. The Wyatt family win via disqualification, however, I didn't like that. The Lunatic Fringe battled back, but he couldn't make a tag. Reigns was out, courtesy of Strowman. Rollins fled a knee injury and backpedaled back to the locker room. Reigns soon returned to action, finding himself to Rome's sea monster-like grip. Ambrose grabbed a kendo stick, ending the match, but kicking off a wild brawl. Reigns flies over the top rope into the Wyatt family. So WWE really went back to its original runaway success of the Shield versus the Wyatts. Raw wasn't all that great. It was listen, it was miles better than last week. But like I'm saying, is that if you're gonna have Stone Cold Steve Austin, if you're gonna have The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, HBK, alright, choking on a pizza, you can't have these stars in here and not utilize them right. If they are gonna be there, have Stone Cold Steve Austin come in and interact with the current storylines to add it further. You could have Stone Cold Steve Austin with Reigns and Ambrose and the Wyatt family, or you could have HBK was in some shape or form, but all he really did was say, "Well, I think you need to be in with a Shield tonight. I'm sorry, I'm choking on a pizza that I stole from a kid." You know, completely ridiculous. What is the most donkey segment of this? Because I'm going to try and do a new thing. The donkey segment was HBK choking on a pizza. And probably the best one. You know, the Wyatt family versus Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns was pretty solid. But again, we've seen about 100 tag matches on Raw. So I don't really know what to add here. You know, it's obviously the only reason why they were doing this, right? And for anyone who doesn't know, I didn't watch it live, okay? And the reason why I didn't watch it live is because it's quite simple. WWE are kind of like a sugar daddy. And I'll explain why. I say this on Wrestling Jesus Hangout, is that it's kind of like an ex-girlfriend or a sugar daddy, okay? Because what they do is they treat you like shit for a few weeks. They treat you like absolute crap. And then when they actually need something, they give you a lot of things. They give you a lot of things. They say, oh, there you go. There's HBK. There's Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's Brock Lesnar. There's The Undertaker. But you gotta give something back. And that's the problem, because they are essentially, with the Raws that are before the night before pay-per-view, it's shit. And then what they do is they treat you like a bitch. They essentially are fucking you in the ass. And by them doing this, they're like, give us your money. We'll give you Stone Cold if you give us the network. That's essentially what it is. No, I didn't watch it live because, you know, I ain't no bitch. I recorded it and I watched it commercial free, as WJ would say. So, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. What did you think of Raw? What did you think of HBK choking on a pizza? Guys, this is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel. Signing out.